Hey guys, this is Siberian, and I'm doing this video because, as you can see, I'm currently kind of handicapped. This happened in a bicycling accident just about, I want to say, like a week back or so. So today I'm just going to focus basically on my riding gear. So what you'll see in front of me are my gloves, and they're Scorpion SC3s, and they're basically gauntlet style gloves. And what's nice about them is that you've got Kevlar stitching on them, which means they're really solid. It's full leather, and on top of that, I have plastic knuckles. There's no wind getting into my jacket as I'm riding, which is perfect for when you're riding in the evenings or when you're riding basically in really cold conditions. On top of that, you have something over here called sliders. Now the sliders are pretty important because in your regular gloves, when you're riding out on the street, when you come down, you actually come down like this, and what happens then is basically all of that force is transferred right back into your wrist. And that's what actually happened when I was bicycling recently, is I had my regular pair of gloves and they didn't have the sliders. So when I went down, all the force went into my wrist, and now I'm basically, doing this video for you guys. So what's cool about the sliders is that when you go down, they actually prevent your wrists from actually just hitting the ground straight. They slide instead, and as a result the force gets distributed much more evenly. So these gloves are really nice. I love the way they fit my hand. I love the way that they basically conform to everything. Along with my jacket, it's basically matching my bike, my helmet, and my jacket, and they're fairly sturdy as well. So you got full leathers. Now my jacket is an Alpine GPR, that's GP-R, and it's a perforated jacket made primarily for riding in the summer. And what's nice about this jacket again is that it's also made of leather, but I've also got basically pads in my elbows. I've got pads on my shoulders as well. And something else to keep in mind with this jacket is that I can actually completely conform it to my body as well. Now there's no hump on the back of this jacket, so it's just a standard fare as far as motorcycling jackets go. So it's not the most high-end jacket. However, if I were to get into an accident, it's definitely going to keep me very safe. Something else that's really nice is that I've got reflective panels that are on my arms, you can see right here, and on my back. So if somebody is, shining their lights at me at night, they can see me, which is also really awesome. And it fits great. It's not super stiff. And then I've got an attachment for riding pants should I decide to go that way, in addition to having a couple of pockets on the sides. Now what you see in the back here is actually my back protector, and this is a D3O back protector, I believe. And D3O is a shear thickening fluid, which means that every single time that I go down, this thing is going to harden and actually prevent me from taking a much stronger impact into my back. Now, occasionally, what kind of sucks with these is that they don't absorb all of the impact, but I feel that it's much more comfortable to ride in because it's really soft when you're just riding, and it will stiffen up when you get into an accident because of the forces. So it's really nice to have this one around, and it's not as uncomfortable as having an actual plastic armor suit or a Kevlar armor suit around your body, so it really helps out quite significantly. So far, I really like my Alpine jacket, and I've really got no issues with it whatsoever. Now, what you might have noticed is that I have these little things around the sides of my arms, and you might be wondering what those are. And actually, if I just push the buttons, you can see that they light up. And these are LED armbands, and they really help you be visible at night, because I realize certain states, they won't let you put lights on your bike. So for example, if you wanted to go ahead and put rim lights, so it's usually tape that gets lit up by a UV light, some states won't let you do that. And if you want to put cold cathode lights into your motorcycle, you run into the same exact issue. And this kind of gets around that because you can wear these on your bicycle and you can wear them while jogging, and you can also just stick them onto your jacket and you achieve the same basic result, which is that you're more visible. And they've got multiple modes to cycle through, so they can blink. You can also have them kind of strobe slowly. And the end result is that you're much more safe because you're more visible when riding at night. And I have the AGV Skyline helmet. Now the difference between this and the higher end model, which is the Horizon I believe, is that my bike does not have rear exhaust vents at all, but this makes it so that I can actually ride at night and in colder weather much more easily without getting cold. So the nice features about this helmet is that I've got a quick release on my visor, so I can actually swap it out for a visor when riding in the summer. So I can have the sun and all of that light not come into my helmet if I choose to do so. Then I also have little shutters in here, so I can close them and I can open them up to get more or less air depending on the speed that I'm riding at. And the final nice feature is that I actually have this really nice visor that protects me against the sun should I choose not to change the top visor in general. And this one's removable, so I can take it out, but it's really useful because if you're riding out during the day and you don't want to put sunglasses on, you just flip this guy down and you're good to go. So it's a really nice convenient feature, and then you just flip it back up and back it goes. Something else that's really cool about this helmet is that for one, it's actually fairly light despite not being carbon fiber. And you also have a very nice quick release down here. So all you need to do, stick it in right there, you're set. As soon as you want to release it, pull it back on the tab, and you're good to go. Super easy, super quick, and you don't have to mess with any gear rings. So that's my kit for the upper body so far. And I'm thinking of purchasing some rock jeans, which are Kevlar, which are pretty good. There's also Resurgence, which there's PKEV, and PKEV is significantly stronger, but ideally you'd want to go with something that you can afford and it's in your budget, which is currently the rock jeans for me. Should you go for a carbon fiber helmet, Rock also makes a really good one, but I believe they ship from Australia, and I don't know if there's a redistributor in the United States, which is where I'm located at, but Rock is also a great option for carbon fiber. Now lastly, I've got my Cortech Latigo riding boots. They don't 100% match my kit, but they're completely plastic, so they've got bottom parts right here. They're fairly flexible, so I don't have any issues, switching gears and stuff like that. And at the same time, they've got a really nice zipper, so it zips all the way up, and I've got no issues there whatsoever. Really decent grip on the shoes as well. I've got no problems gripping the street. And they're stiff enough, and they provide good ankle protection all around. And these set me back only about like $100, which for a pair of riding boots like this is not bad at all. So if you guys like my gear, if you have any questions, you have any comments, or you want to just drop me a line, feel free to do so in the comments below, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.